Woodland Hills Supercar Sunday. It's a Porsche Corral this weekend. So we got preferred parking for the Porsche. I'm running a little bit late. It's like 7:30 right now. So I'm gonna be hitting the car show. I'm gonna show you guys some cars, maybe hit up Malibu after for some canyon runs. And enjoy the drive, enjoy the cars, and I'll see you at the show. I think Supercar Sunday is dead. There was nobody there. No one. Not a soul. Now there's a few cars there. There was like a GT3 RS, an old school one. There was put this in a flappy paddle mode. An exhaust note for you guys. Let it rip real quick. That's how you start the morning. There's no cops around for that. But anyways, yeah, Supercar Sunday was okay. There was a few cars. There was like a GT3 Touring that was new. My car, GT3. I didn't even see like a GT3 RS. I was really disappointed. I thought there was going to be more Porsches today, but anyways, not to worry. We're going to go on a little cruise up to Malibu, enjoy the roads, and talk about the Porsche GT3 today. I love it. Don't really drive it in the mountains much, but today, you know, it's Sunday. Thought I'd have a little fun drive, take it out today, get some exercise for the beast. And one thing I do love about this car, and in the morning, especially when it's cold, I got my heated seat on, so that's a perk of having this car. I love the heated seat option. I'm going to be a little disappointed when I remove the seat. I don't have that anymore, but for now, I'm enjoying it. It's nice. I think if I were to replace this seat, I would only replace one and then keep one of these sport buckets, just stock for my wife. My wife rides along with me once in a while, not today. And we are going through the canyons here, enjoying the roads today. Got my Stewart Title swag on, Stewart Title cup, Stewart Title hat. I'm actually going to a golf tournament later today as well. So got some networking to do. Love how quick these shifts are in the paddle shifters. It's just instant. Boom, 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 boom. Love it. And the car is, I got the exhaust note open, so it's a little bit louder. You have the suspension button off, so it's not as bumpy right now. Just enjoying the roads. The car handles is phenomenal. It just absorbs everything. It handles so great. One of the best handling cars I've ever driven. And I've driven like McLaren. The 570Fs that I drove compared to this was it was a lot softer, but the car felt too big for me. It was too wide. It felt too wide and it took up the whole road. Kind of like it was actually hard to stay in the lane, in the lines of the lane. But this car, it's small. It's still wide and it's big, but I feel like when you get inside, you feel like it's a small car, and it handles very, very agile and just very sporty. Brakes are pretty good. I'm on the brakes right now. The only downside is on the track, it does wear out after a while. I feel like my brakes, the ABS kicks in when I'm hard on the brake. I think one of my buddies has the race pads and the new Brembo rotors. So I think that would be my next option. If my brakes were to run out, I would get those brakes because they're like race pads. But the downside to the race pads versus what I got right now is that they squeak. So when he was rolling up to the track, he was like, "Rrr!" And that's one of the downsides to running race pads on a street car. So, but he brakes. He's always been a little bit slower than me, and now he's like just up to speed with me. So I think I got to get the brakes. He's got one up on me on those. As far as mods go in this car, I mean, you don't really need much. You just need to get some seat time, some practice with the car. I feel like I have a lot to learn. Every time I get in the car, I feel like I get a little bit better. But on the track, there's a lot to improve on. Looking ahead, braking points, acceleration, and being smooth with the car. This car has a lot of power, so it's in the streets. Oh, we got a tunnel coming up. Sorry, guys. My phone just shot back. One of the downsides, cell phone shoots around when you accelerate on the car. Oh man. Track experience. I think, yeah, you got to have a lot of practice with this car. This car it's like pretty much a race car, so the drivability, you have a lot to push to the limits. I feel like there's always a little bit more you can go on the car. And quarter speed is like one thing that I'm working on, because I feel like I can go faster in the corners. Well, I technically can, because we looked at the data at the track. And the problem is just having the trust factor with the car. In the canyons, you can enjoy it. It's nice and smooth. Just a little bit loud in the cabin. I don't know if you guys can hear the transmission, you hear the exhaust note. So. But I actually drive, I like it. I actually drive with the radio off, because I like to hear all the moving parts, the tires, the exhaust, the engine, RPMs, everything. I like to hear and listen to the car. I've always been like that with my sports cars. You know, even the Subaru or GTR, hearing the turbos spool up. I love the sounds of cars. But when you're in traffic and stuff, you know, listen to some music. And it's a shame, bummer today. We got some traffic ahead of us. Can't really do much, but it's a beautiful view down there in Malibu. I don't know if you guys can see that on the GoPro. Got the GoPro mount on the top of the roof. Hopefully it didn't blow off when I took acceleration. Maybe a couple $100. Ouch. We're gonna go up through Latigo Canyon here. Should be a fun little trip. Can stop and take some photos. Photo opportunities, Malibu. And we are on beautiful PCH highway. It's just so amazing. In California, I think I'm really lucky and blessed to be here, because there's tracks, you know, very close, 60, 70 miles. There's the ocean, there's the beach, there's the snow. So it's a great day, and feeling very thankful. And thank you everybody for watching this video. I know it's just on a Sunday drive here, just cruising on Malibu. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the car and just show you guys the scenery. But I do want to talk about Dundon Motorsports. I definitely want to. I think maybe this year or next year. I definitely. It's really expensive. I want to get the headers and the exhaust, because that's going to be about 40 wheel horsepower on this thing. So my plan is to get a little bit more comfortable driving this car, and then once I've kind of maxed out my personal performance on this car, then get the exhaust and kind of really get a little rigid and on the edge with that thing. So I'm excited for that. I've seen some videos of how it sounds, and it sounds super loud. But definitely, like, you can't really putt around town with it, or you can, but you can't really floor it or do something crazy, because I did floor it the other day up the street somewhere, and a cop got me. He heard me like a few streets down. So even with the GMG exhaust, it is really loud when you're on it, especially at 9,000 if you redline it. So you got to be careful in this thing. It's really loud, and especially with the blue. I feel like the blue, the wrap that I got. It's a little bit more attention grabbing than the white, subtle white look. Kind of would blend in. The most popular cars I see is, you know, white and black and silver. So, and I want to talk to you guys about what I saw at the car show. I took some photos of the cars, so hope you enjoy those. So yeah, I saw GT3 Touring in red with the carbon back seats. I really like that one. I have a GT3, so I can relate, right? I'm not a fan of the wing, or the no wing. There's no wing on it, which makes it the touring package, and I think it's manual as well. So I just like, if you're gonna get a GT3, you got to get a wing. I'm 28, so if you're a 40-year-old guy getting a GT3 with no wing, I get it. You know, you don't want to be, you know, too racy at that age, I guess. I'm not there. I don't know. And then also there was like a new Cayman or Boxster convertible, which was cool. It was like a GTS there. I have a friend with the GTS. He loves it. It's pretty quick, just as quick as the GT3, same motor. So that was cool. Saw old school GT2 RS. I like that one. And what else did we see? We saw like a Panamera Turbo, which was like $110,000. That's crazy. It was like the base model. It looked like just the 3.0 V6 standard turbo, which was the base. And oh, we got some nice roads here. Guess we can have at it really quick. And there goes the phone. Car handles too good. Too good. You don't want to go too crazy on these roads though. It's a little sporty here and there. There's bikers and stuff on the road, but very fun, very quick. I love this car. Tight corner here. See, it just hugs the road. Alright, Jonathan. I got golf clubs in the back, so I'm gonna go to a golf tournament. Alright, I'm done. Anyways, yeah, I saw a couple cool cars there at the car show. There was actually I can't tell on the old ones. There was like a 930 there, black one, and then there was a my favorite old year is a 964. I don't know about you guys, but comment down below what your favorite Porsche year is. I think that's like one of my, if I were to get an old school Porsche, it would be the 964. But there was a GT4 there. I like those. I'm a fan of the Club Sport though, the models. Not of the GT4, because it is manual and I prefer the PDK. That's just my thing. Biker there. See, I told you guys, you gotta be careful, especially in the canyons, blind corners, and all sorts of stuff, debris, rocks. So you want to be careful. You want to do your dirty business on the track. I feel like I'm a little bit older now, and I have the capability of doing that. But I'm ending the vlog here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this great little scenic tour through Malibu and just me talking about this car. Hopefully we got the track days coming up in next month, so stay posted on that, and we'll see you in the next video. Jonathan Golden is out. Gotta go to work. See ya.